I am in the doghouse. I am in the doghouse, okay? In the lab, cooking up this stew. Nah, really, I was just sitting here doing another helmet. Some guys asked me how was I talking on the CB and using my Sena 50C, the new 50C. How was you doing that? So, in my HJC, I have two sets of speakers. I got two on the left, two on the right. One is the center speakers. The other is the J&M wired speakers. So, when I'm wearing my LS2 Rebellion, I cannot use my CB. On this last trip, we ran into a little bit of problem with communication. John Thompson did a hell of a job. Either he was in the front with his Garmin GPS or I was in the front and he was in the back. So I said I still want to use my CB even if I got that LS2. Riding on back roads, I like to use that LS2. You know, it gives me air. You know, I just like my face out. You know, having a full face, I know it's more safer. Everybody, be safe, Slappy, be safe. I am very safe, but I do like my LS2 Rebellion, especially on back roads. But what I've done was, I got another LS2 Rebellion, and I put the same setup in it. Let me show you. How are you talking on the CB, Slappy? Plus, using that center camera at the same time. Well, I'm so glad you asked. I can do that with my HJC helmet modular. I cannot do that with my LS2 Rebellion. I couldn't, but I can now. So, I got another LS2 Rebellion. And this is what I did. This is the one I usually wear. It's only got the C type. It's only got the 50C. It used to have my 10C. The 10C and the 50C use the same mounts and the same speakers. This is what I've been using, the matte black one. This is what I got now, the shiny black. I got the 50C on here. I got two sets of speakers. If you can see here, I have two microphones. One's a J&M, one's the Sena. I took the big microphone noise cushion off of this helmet because Corey got me the small version. We'll see how that works in another video. I put the small one on that because it has one microphone. And I put the big one because I got two mics stuffed in this one air sock. I call it a snuggly. So I put two sets of speakers inside here. Let's give you a look at that. If you can see, there's two sets of speakers in here. One is J&M, one is Sena. Two sets of speakers in here. I have the Sena 50. There is the J&M wired headset, if it will focus. That's J&M. There's a J&M connector. I do have a battery pack that I run on the back of this. That way I can charge my camera up because the camera does not have a very long battery life. So if you're shooting video, talking on the two-way, talking on the phone, using it for music, you have about 3 hours max. But with this, it will charge up. You never hear me talk about battery life. So here's how we do it. There's a button here. Push the button. That makes that light up, which is charging right there. It does not add much weight to the helmet. I have the same setup on my HJC. I have the same setup on this. Focus, baby, on this helmet. That's where the battery goes. That's where the C-type and all that. So this is what I be wearing on the F6B in the M109 when I wear an open face helmet. This is going to be my travel helmet so I can utilize the CB and not have to worry about using a free wire and making sure it's charged up, making sure its Bluetooth is connected. That's just too much. Some people may say this is too much, but I like to be able to take my helmet off, hang it up, put it up, but I don't like a whole lot of Bluetooth stuff hanging off here because I got to hook the damn Senas up, got to hook the Sena free wire up. I don't even know if this thing is even free wire compatible, but the ones that's got the free wire has a lot of hiccups, and I don't want that. So, this is the small microphone sock. I think I'm going to love that. Looks a lot better, not that big old bulky thing in my mouth. That didn't sound right. And then we got this, the big bulky thing, but I got two microphones inside there for the J&M and the Sena. Thanks for watching. This is Slappy with Slappy Adventures. Boom!
I don't ride this one too much since I've got my F6B to work, but I am going to be riding this to work today because I'm doing a test. I'm doing a test on my new setup for my new LS2 Rebellion helmet. And I know you're saying, if you've been watching my channel, I thought you already had a LS2 Rebellion. I do. It's matte black, and I love it. Looks pretty damn cool. It lets me get wind in my face, but I definitely like it just to run around town and when I'm on back roads. But I do take it with me on my road trips. This test is to test out if you can hear me, if my voice is clear on the video. I want to test out the CB, if I can get out and it can get that modulation, that audio, and how the music sounds in this thing. So the first test is definitely going to be the music. All right. Turn it up a little bit. How that sound to y'all? So that is the music coming off of my phone into the Sena 50C. It definitely sounds good on my end. How that sound to y'all? So I can play music off my phone while I'm talking and I guess introduce music onto the video, and music in as I'm doing my editing. Let's take his curve right here. And this is why I like my full go
out of our control. It's not like he wants to kill.
This is why I like my full gold wing so much.
He just doesn't want to.
It's because it has a traction suspension and I can get down low. I can get down low with it, boy. All right, let's do another test of the microphone setup. Let's give old Virginia a call. Wave a hand at him. He's always honest.
what's up, Big Slappy Dog?
Come on in there, dog. What you know? Yeah, how am I sounding? I'm doing a little test. You on YouTube, by the way. I'm doing a little test on my double helmet setup.
It sounds a little distant. It sounds like you're too far away from the microphone.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, ain't nothing I can do about that. The microphone placement is what it is.
I feel you. Yeah, okay.
Is it when you can't understand it or what?
No, I can understand you. It just sounds like you're a little bit, like a little further away from the mic. Like you're kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little cracky, and it's kind of quiet.
It is a little cracky.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, because I'm using the new speakers and microphone that I got off of the Sena. You know, I had been using my old 10C speakers and microphone because it'll plug up to the new unit. But now in this helmet, I've got the new speakers, supposed to be upgraded speakers, and I've got the new noise canceling microphone. But now what I do got though, I got it double phone.
That might have something to do with it.
I got it.
I wonder if you got the microphone turned. You got the microphone turned backwards, because I tell you, it sounds like you. You know how you sound when you walk, like if you got your phone sitting on the table, you got it on speaker, and you walk away from the phone.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like you're like distant away from the phone.
Okay, but I'll definitely check that to make sure. But it's not really in front of my mouth. It's on the side. It's on the side of my face, just like the other one.
Okay, yeah, that might have something to do with it too.
Yeah, it just like the other one was.
But you actually sound like you're like kind of farther away from the mic.
Okay. Well, that's what this test is all about. It ain't like I'm trying to make a whole bunch of phone calls, while I'm on the road trip. I don't even really want me bother with no phone, but you definitely want to be able to make a phone call if you have to. Right.
And now, don't get me wrong. It's clear. You know what I'm saying? It's not scrambled up or anything. I can hear you. It just sounds like you're further away from the microphone than on your other helmet.
All right. Well, that's what I have to make sure that the CB is going to work. That they can hear me and I can hear them. That is the main test for this. Don't make me run down one of these daggone truck drivers just to doggone prove my doggone point. How about we got a radio check out here? Break. Break 19 for a radio check. Anybody got a copy of his radio out? Yeah, 10-4. How's this radio getting out to you?
Really clear. It's not.
I sure appreciate it, man. I'm on this gold vein trying to test out this radio. Appreciate the get back here, driver. I just jumped off here on this Mississippi Highway, if you're familiar with it. Oh man, 10-4. Man, I appreciate it, driver. You have a good Sunday, man. Thank you. Well, that'll work. That will work. I'll take it. The main thing is for me to be able to get with just the bikers that's riding in the group with me, or if I need to get some information from a truck driver, I can, but I can still use this helmet, man. I like to get my face out there. I like to have some air And I know it's more safer if you do this, it's more safer if you do that. And you're right. I am not saying that you're wrong, but I ride with this helmet on, especially on back roads. I usually try to travel with my full face helmet on. But man, each his own, man. Each his own. Do your thing and I'll do mine. I appreciate you letting me. Hey, sometimes I'm not gonna take my helmet off. Depending on where we at, down there in Florida. I take my helmet off and ride free. That's what this country's all about. Is making your choices and standing by. I know this can happen and that can happen, but that's the way I do it. Woo! That concludes the test of my travel LS2 Rebellion helmet, and I'm gonna be using this one on my trips, especially as long as I got Mr. Thompson or Droopy or anybody else. It don't matter. Shit, I can still talk to truck drivers. Let's go on to work and let's go get this money so I can pay my bills. Woo! Bam!
Please like, subscribe,